Yo, hello and welcome to today's stream. I hope you're all having a good day today. Bienvenidos al stream de hoy. Espero que estéis teniendo un buen día. Bienvenidos al lunes de dolor número 2 de la semana. Welcome to Pain Monday 2 of this week. There's gonna be more Pain Mondays too, at least 2 more of them. So the sequels of each week, they are still going for a little bit. Until the next time that I have to skip Mondays. Yo, Moisés, ¿qué tal? Bienvenido. Bienvenido al stream. Hoy voy a intentar ser tan productiva como este lunes. El lunes pasado, el primer lunes de la semana. Ya, hoy es el segundo lunes. Today's the second Monday. I'm gonna try to be as productive as the first Monday of this week. I finished 4 characters on the first Monday. Let's see how many I can finish today. For now, my plan is to at least finish 3, because there's one difference between last time and today, and it's that 2 of these designs are a lot more complicated. Hay una diferencia entre los personajes que hice la semana pasada, el lunes pasado y hoy, y es que sus diseños son un poco más complicados, así que quizá me tome un poco más. Quizá hoy podemos intentar hacer 3. Si puedo conseguir hacer 3, creo que estaré satisfecha. I think if we can finish 3, I'm gonna be satisfied. Let's go! Let us begin! Yeah. Hoy, ese número de ahí arriba, que hay ahí que pone completados, ese número va a aumentar. El número de la izquierda, no el de la derecha. Ojalá que no aumente el de la derecha. Sería un pequeño problema. I hope it's gonna be the number on the left, the one that increases, not the one on the right. The right one would be a bit of a problem. That would mean that there would be more OCs to draw, and that cannot be. I am being strong. I'm being so self-restrained on creating new characters lately. I haven't made new characters in a while, even though the designs are there in my brain. I'm trying to keep it to only redesigns. Vamos a estar aquí para siempre, pero a que será bien divertido. Yo me lo paso muy bien siempre en el lunes de dolor. No sé hablar. En el lunes de dolor. Yeah. Yo siempre me lo paso muy bien sufriendo. En el lunes de dolor. Es satisfactorio poder ir terminando personajes de la lista. Ver la lista cada vez más llena. Espera. Vale, no se me olvidó pintar el contorno de los ojos. I didn't forget to paint the outline of the eyes. Yeah, we're still gonna be here for quite a little bit, for 2 years at most. And then some more. Because after Pain Monday ends, you know what begins? Pain Monday 2 begins. Pain Monday is forever. Sí, al final lo importante es que sea divertido y que nos lo pasemos bien. Además es que siempre había querido hacer como dibujar a todos mis personajes de alguna manera. Alguna vez lo he contado, varias veces probablemente, pero lo intenté varias veces en el pasado. He intentado varias veces dibujar a todos. Por ejemplo, hacer artes enteros, hacer portraits. Intenté hacer chibis de algunos también. Intenté hacer pixel arts. Lo intenté como 6 veces o así. Siempre me rendí. Nunca los acababa. I think I've mentioned this multiple times, but I have tried this challenge in different forms in the past. And I always gave up halfway. Like, I tried with full body arts, I tried with chibis, I tried with pixel arts, I tried with portraits, I tried with all sorts of different ways of drawing my characters, and I always gave up halfway. It was always like, there's too many, I wanna draw something else. And one time it was because I reordered the list, I updated the list and removed a bunch of characters. And it would have been a pain to reorder the image of the pixel art that I was making, so I just gave up. So yeah, now This is the first time that I have gotten this far in drawing all of them. All thanks to Paint Monday. Yippee! This is the first time that I have gotten this far. Really proud, honestly. Estoy muy orgullosa en realidad. Es la primera vez que he llegado tan lejos. Wait a second. That's supposed to be a leg. I painted it wrong. There we go. That's supposed to be a leg. Let's see if this guy doesn't give me too much trouble. Hopefully not. Maybe his design looks a little bit more complicated than it actually is. Quizás su diseño parece más complicado de lo que es en realidad. Esperemos que sea así. Let's hope it is like that. For now I'm trying to keep my new designs to only redesigns. Because a lot of my designs haven't changed much in a long time. Like, I get used to seeing a character a certain way, and it just feels wrong to change it, right? It's like, but they've always been like this. But what if they could be better, and I'm limiting myself just out of habit? What about that? So I'm trying to get rid of that bad habit for the sake of my characters. We don't have to fear change. Sometimes change in character design can be for the best. Sometimes it can make a character better. It's just a matter of trying. In the end, as long as time passes, we're gonna get used to the new design too, I guess. Y no sé dibujar, supongo, porque yo cuando estaba en el liceo teníamos una clase de dibujo, siempre sacaba baja nota. Ya, eso puede ser muy desmotivador, es normal. Pero igualmente, las notas son relativas. Al final lo importante es, primero que todo, que disfrutes dibujar. Y segundo, seguir practicando. Porque al final, nadie nace enseñado, nadie nace sabiendo dibujar. Yo dibujo muy diferente de cómo dibujaba hace unos años. Incluso hoy en día mi estilo va cambiando bastante frecuentemente. Hace poco siento que pude hacer como un salto bastante grande en mejora y eso me hace muy feliz. Hacía tiempo que no sentía como un salto tan grande en mejora. Y en parte fue porque revisité dibujos antiguos. Estuve como, ¿qué podría añadir de mis dibujos antiguos a mis dibujos actuales? Quiero recuperar un poco el ambiente que tenían mis dibujos antiguos. Y ahora que estoy intentando esforzarme más en eso, siento que me gusta mucho más lo que hago. So I feel like lately my art has made a jump in improvement. For a long time I felt kind of stuck where I was. But it really helped me to go back and look at my old drawings. Like, even though I did improve in some things along the way these past years, there was still something missing, something that I wanted my art to have, but I hadn't managed to put in it. So what I did was revisit old drawings that I felt had that thing that my current drawings were lacking, like an ambience, an atmosphere. I wanted my drawings to recover a little bit of that. So I did a little bit of self-reflection and it really helped. Now I'm a lot more happy with my current art. And it has motivated me so much to draw so much more lately. I don't know. I feel like I can do anything. Mucho que lo intentara dibujaba feo, no sabes cómo me alegré cuando quitaron esa clase, porque imagínate repetir la materia de dibujo y todas pasarlas. Te entiendo mucho con educación física. Yo era así con educación física. No lo disfrutaba en absoluto. La peor asignatura de todas para mí. I was the worst at PE. That's how I felt at PE. I always used to get like pretty good grades on everything except maths and PE. Mis peores asignaturas siempre fueron matemáticas y educación física. No los disfrutaba en absoluto. Pero igualmente, que esa experiencia no te detenga de volver a intentarlo si te apetece. ¿Qué van a hacer? ¿Quitarte el lápiz? No pueden. No pueden venir a tu casa y quitarte el lápiz. ¿Qué es lo peor que podría pasar? ¿Que un dibujo salga mal? Eso ocurre muy a menudo y no pasa nada por eso. What's the worst that could happen? A drawing turning out wrong? That happens all the time and it's fine. It could also turn out well. The possibility is always there. Siempre podría salir bien. Lo importante es pasarlo bien. Intentarlo. A mí me pasó mucho algo que ocurre mucho con las asignaturas de dibujo en escuela. Y es que los profesores siempre tienen esa costumbre de mirar un poco mal los estilos anime. Something that happened to me a lot in like art classes at school was that, you know, that thing that professors have that they really dislike anime styles? Yeah. It kinda did happen on my end too. But they consider it limiting and that you need to like practice realism first, which is not wrong. It's important to learn the basics. Because when you learn the basics, you can then modify them as you feel is right. It's good to have like the notion of the basics, which is something I really should have a lot more. I really want to study a lot more, for example, lights and also the colors to show lights. There's so much that I want to study. But it doesn't mean that I have to stop drawing in my style. I can just apply those things to my style. There's ways to combining them. And again, there's a lot of people who like this sort of set of styles. So there's nothing wrong with it, I think. I think that it's not wrong that they want to make students get out of their comfort zones, because in the end it's a comfort zone. Al final es una zona de confort. Para mí, mi estilo es una zona de confort y me cuesta mucho salir de ella. Y está bien que los profesores intenten que salgas de esa zona de confort para aprender más cosas que no aprenderías de otra manera. Eso es importante. Pero a la vez, la manera en cómo lo hacen es muy desmotivante a veces. Porque hay gente que ha dejado de dibujar en sus estilos simplemente porque sus profesores les decían: no, es que no vas a llegar a ningún lado con un estilo anime. Y es como, eso no es cierto. No es verdad. Al final son preferentes. En física para mí era bastante fácil, nunca le presté tanta atención. A mucha gente se le da mucho mejor, ya. Yeah. Es como... Imagino que para gente que se le da bien es como... a la hora de jugar a deportes. Yo es que nunca he sido de deportes. No me gustan los deportes. Yo quiero estar en mi silla. I just wanna be in my chair drawing. I don't wanna do sports. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have been discouraged from continuing drawing because teachers told them, no, you cannot draw like this, you'll never get anywhere. Which is not true. That is not true. They are partly right in that students should get out of their comfort zones and learn the basics and learn anatomy and learn realism to be able to learn from it. But it doesn't mean that people have to stop drawing in the styles that they prefer. In the end, styles are a matter of preference. There's always going to be people who prefer certain styles. There's nothing wrong with that. Art would be a lot less fun if everyone drew the same, if you think about it. El arte sería mucho menos divertido si todo el mundo dibujara igual al final. We gotta embrace different art styles. Lo único que hacía era hago los ejercicios que me ponía el profesor. Termino, me siento hasta que se acabe el tiempo de la clase. Hora de descansito, ¿por qué no? Yo es que me cansaba muy rápido. Me acuerdo que nos hacían a veces unas pruebas que era como de correr por 15 minutos alrededor de la pista. Era como, Dios, ¿cómo odiaba eso? I remember having to do these horrible tests in PE where we had to run for like 15 minutes around the field. God, I hated that so much. That was my worst enemy. My worst enemy at school by far. I would not go back there. I was so happy when I didn't have to do PE anymore. Like, oh my god, it's over forever. Fui muy feliz cuando no tuve que hacer educación física nunca más. Como se acabó para siempre, ya no más. Like even during recess at school, the kind of person who didn't go play with others most of the time. What I did the most was go sit down in a corner with my friends, and we would like sit down and draw. We would just like be there with our folders with paper, and we would just sit and draw. It was really nice. There was one thing that I remember doing, and it's drawing different designs. I used to just like make up some designs, and then I would go asking around the people during recess, like, which one do you want to be? Tag yourself. When I saw the memes that were like, tag yourself, it was like, wait, I used to do that in school. It was really fun. And then people would pick their favorite and I would write down their names in those drawings. It was super fun. Poner primero un calentamiento y luego trotar por 10 minutos. Oh, es que incluso 10 minutos suena mucho. Suena demasiado. Ah. Qué bien que ya no tengo que hacer educación física ni ninguna asignatura. No quiero volver nunca más a la escuela. I don't want to go back to school ever. There are some things I miss, of course. But I would not go back there. Let's add some more shadow here, I think. I'm gonna add another color for the shadow because he's got very long hair. So only one shadow color looks a little bit plain, I feel. We can add another one. Creo que con un solo color de sombra se ve un poco plano, como tiene el cabello muy largo. Hay que poner otro color de sombra. I do have a bunch of folders from back then with drawings from when I was at school. I looked around them for a little bit some weeks ago. There were so many drawings of fish. I was so obsessed with fish. I remember trying to copy drawing fish from encyclopedias and stuff. I was so normal. Thanks to that, I can draw fish from memory. Yo, Wolfie, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Me acuerdo que vi hace unas semanas una de las carpetas que tengo de dibujos antiguos de cuando era niña. Y una cosa que vi mucho en esas carpetas es que dibujaba muchos peces. Me encantaba dibujar peces. Me acuerdo ponerme a intentar dibujar peces de fotos de enciclopedias y demás. Yo era muy normal. I was so normal. A mí no me gustan los deportes y esas cosas, pero sacaba buena nota en esa materia. Eso es bueno, así no tenías como que esforzarte, ni estudiar demasiado, ni practicar más que estudiar, ya. Nadie estudia para educación física. 18 de 20, wait, ¿ahí lo valoran sobre 20? Aquí normalmente es sobre 10. Estoy acostumbrada a las valoraciones sobre 10. Pero nice, eso es muy buena nota. That's a very good grade. Another thing that I drew a lot was fairies. I really drew a lot of fairies too. Fairies and fish. I think those were two of the main things that I used to draw when I was a kid. And then a little bit later, mushrooms. Happy bad time because YouTube thinks my views are inauthentic. What? Oh. Did YouTube make you delete all of them? That sucks. I hope that a solution can be found. Sí, misma proporción. Aquí hace falta un 5 para poder aprobar. Así que la mitad también. Creo que... En realidad, la única asignatura que llegué a reprobar fue filosofía. Ni siquiera fue educación física al final, fue filosofía. I think the only subject that I ended up failing one time was philosophy. Not even PE, surprisingly, or maths. It was philosophy. Okay. Let's make this one a gradient. One thing that I used to do in philosophy though was, like, you know how philosophers had these different theories and ways of thinking? One day, I spent an entire class reimagining the philosophers as magical girls, and each of them having powers based on their theories and stuff. It kind of fit well together very well. It has potential. It has a lot of potential. Someone should do that. Someone should turn, like, I don't know, Plato, Aristotle, Socrates into magical girls. It has a lot of potential. Okay. Let's set the light. There we go. Let's add another one. Since the hair is very long, let's add another bit of light here. And maybe on the other side too. Here. ¡Yo, tetera! ¡Feliz jueves! ¡Feliz dijous! Feliz dijous means happy Thursday in Catalan. It's kind of a meme. There's a lot of memes with that in Catalan for some reason. Well, I guess it's the equivalent of Feliz Jueves anyway, so that's the reason why. There we go. The hair is done. I think most of the shadows are done actually. We only need to add the details in the scales. Here's the reference. We're gonna add the scales, also the scales on the arm. Let's do that. I'll try to do it the same as it is in the reference. Doesn't have to be exactly the same because that's honestly the quickest doodle that I've done in a while. It's not really polished. Here we go. This works. I'm gonna do the same over here. Then we raise a bit of scales. There we go. And of course, let's not forget that there's also scales here in this part. All it with this color. By the way, before the stream, I posted this month's newsletter on coffee. Reminder that if you want to keep up with all the stuff that I'm working on, I always post newsletters every month, at the end of every month on coffee. You just have to follow my coffee and it will send you a mail every time that I post one of them. Here's the coffee. Yo-hooo paper, welcome! How's it going? What Pain Monday was called Alkaline Monday. Yomi exploded in water due to her unstable shell atoms. It keeps getting worse and worse. What's gonna happen to me? Okay, I'm not too happy with how this turned out actually. I'm gonna make it a bit thinner and with longer scales. Like this. Can YouTube say I will make my YouTube career over? It doesn't have to be over, like as long as they let you keep your account, you can always retry. But I hope that they stop trying to use this new technology so much because it's not going well. It's being more of a pain than help, to be honest. I know, I'm just so tired of seeing AI slapped on everything. I'm so tired. There we go. What's this newsletter for? I have an itch. It's something important. I wonder. So, yeah. If you want to keep up with what I do each month, with what I'm working on, or what projects I have been working on this month, you can just subscribe to the coffee. It's free, by the way. You can just subscribe to it for free. It's just like following the page You don't have to donate anything at all, and it will send you a mail telling when I have posted a new newsletter. And this way you can keep up with what I've been working on. Usually my games. Kinda wanna try something different with this. What if we try making it lighter instead? I think it's gonna look better like this. Yeah, it's definitely gonna look a bit better like this. Or is it? Yeah, I think yes. We're gonna go with the lighter version. I think I like it more. Yeah, good luck, Wolfie! Yoko Guide, welcome! Wow! Oh no! Sai, please don't crash! Okay, it did not crash. It froze for a little moment and it scared me to death, but it's okay. I think all that's left is painting the lines. And we add the starry pattern. Oh wait, I'm also forgetting the shadows on the horns. Oops. Let's see. Here we go. Zeden, yo-ho! Welcome to the stream! How's it going? What color I said Poca? I should have made him a seal. I should have made him a seal. I completely lost an amazing opportunity to make the funniest pun ever. I don't have any seal OCs. I could have made him a seal. I wasted the opportunity. Maybe this calls for a redesign. Podría haberlo hecho una foca, pero no tengo ninguno de foca. Habría sido súper gracioso. Simplemente hacer un pan súper estúpido. Habría sido mega gracioso. Pero bueno, ¿qué le vamos a hacer? Yay, I hope you enjoyed your lunch. The paint's going pretty well. I have been doing very good progress. Progress. Last Monday I finished 4 characters. And hopefully today I can finish 4 more maybe? Maybe 3. Because the designs are a little bit more complex. But this one, I feel that I have finished it earlier than I thought I would. I'll just keep going and see how many I can make today. There's only 2 years left of this challenge, if I haven't calculated wrong. The seal of approval! I could! The full color of approval. That would be really funny. Ta-da! I've got these ones over here. Wait, he's here in front of another chibi. This is the current page. Let's go. Only 2 years left of the challenge. I can't believe it. After all this time, we're getting closer to the end. But also to the beginning of Pain Monday 2. Let's not forget what happens after Pain Monday ends. Okay, let's make the lines of the mouth darker. We've come so far! I remember from time to time the day that I started, that I said, yeah, what could possibly go wrong? if I try to draw all of my characters. I even made a little cleanup some days ago, and I removed some OCs of the list that had been there for a long time. But they were characters that I didn't have in any story or anything. It was for the best in the end. The important characters are still there anyway. Cada vez falta menos. Pero no pasa nada, porque cuando el reto termine voy a hacer el reto 2, la secuela. Porque aún tengo que dibujar todos los diseños alternativos. Hay muchos personajes que tienen más de un diseño o que les he hecho rediseños durante este tiempo, así que tengo que actualizar sus chivis. There's a lot of characters that have gone through redesigns in these past 5 years, and a lot of them that have more than one design, so I gotta also draw these alternate versions. Okay, I'll make the line of that goal a little bit better. Yomi, after Paint Monday is over, time for Paint Tuesday! And then I'll make a paint day for every day of the week. This way the challenge will go on forever! Paint Mondays forever! Estar para el recuerdo una vez que finalmente termines. Se va a sentir muy irreal terminar, va a ser como no puede ser. ¿Ahora qué hago? ¿Ahora qué hago con mi existencia? Sin lunes de dolor. After I finish it will be like, what do I do now? With my entire existence. There we go. Let's also paint the golden lines here. Dibujo todos mis ustedes parte 2, la venganza, y luego los haré como pixel art. Me gustaría hacerlos como pixel art para hacer un fangame de Pokémon con mis personajes. Así como Touhoumon. Convierto a mis ustedes en Pokémon. Les hago evoluciones con sus diferentes diseños. Eso sería muy cool. También lo intenté una vez. Y nunca lo acabé. Quizá algunos de esos sprites los puedo reaprovechar. I did try to do that one time. I tried to make sprites for like an OC Pokemon fan game one time. And then I never finished them. So maybe at least I can reuse some of them. It would be so fun to make one. Ya está, 5 años más. Estoy usando free choice, no importa lo que vaya a decidir hacer al final, siempre va a haber 5 años más de lunes de dolor. Doesn't matter what I choose to do in the end. Because there's always gonna be 5 more years of Pain Monday. Let's get the lighter one for the scar. Here. There we go. Now the lines of the eye that are behind the hair. Let's paint the eyelashes a little bit. Hablando de Pokémon, ahora que me pasé el otro hack, que es una parodia de Pokémon, estoy jugando en lo que se llama Super Mario Mon. ¿What? ¿Cómo funciona? ¿Es Pokémon de plataformas? ¿O es un Mario con Pokémon? Porque podría ser las dos cosas. Me lo puedo imaginar de las dos maneras. Capturas Marios y los empieza a pelear. Ay, el fangame de Pokémon al que le tengo... Bueno, uno de los muchos. Tengo locochado a muchos fangames de Pokémon. Pero hay uno en concreto que tengo ahora en mente, que es un fangame de Pokémon con Etrian Odyssey. Me lo recomendaron aquí en stream hace bastante tiempo. Y desde entonces lo tengo en la lista. Pero ahora que he estado jugando Etrian Odyssey estoy como, guau, quiero probarlo. So there's a Pokemon fangame that is like a crossover with Etrian Odyssey. And I got it recommended here on stream some years ago. But now that I have been playing Etrian Odyssey, I really want to check it out. It's been on my list since then, but now I'm in the Etrian Odyssey mood. I really want to see that. I need to finish Etrian Odyssey 3. I'm super close to the end of my first playthrough after all these years. This is definitely a year to finish games that I've had pending for a long time. Este es un año de acabar juegos que tengo pendientes desde hace mucho tiempo. Acabamos Earthbound, acabaremos mañana Mother 3. A ver si puedo acabar el Etrian Odyssey 3. Me imaginé un memes Mario, pero versión Pokémon. Oh, Dios mío. Eso sería muy horrible. Me lo imagino. El equivalente de un memes Mario en Pokémon sería entrar en una ruta y que pisas un trozo de suelo random y te vienen 3 entrenadores a la vez. Cada paso que tomas en la hierba alta te sale un Pokémon. Y es como, no más. Todo te quiere matar. Como en los memes Mario. El que hay ahora, que es un poco así, que es un super rage game, es el de los árboles que te odian. Pero Youngster, yo voy a pegarte. No, con su ratatato percentage. Jamás podría derrotarle. There's now this game about trees that hate you. And I think it's called Trees Hate You. And it's about trees that hate you. I've only seen a little bit of it, but it seems like absolute torture. Mario con Pokémon, son 151 Pokémon ambientados en Mario. Y el mundo también está hecho, las rutas son niveles, los gimnasios se encuentran en diferentes mundos. ¡Qué cool! Wow, realmente los fangames siempre se ponen súper creativos con sus ideas. Ojalá que Nintendo no quiera fulminarles con sus rayos láser del Cease and Desist. I hope Nintendo won't want to destroy them with their laser beams of the DMCA. Estará bueno el Mother 3, le tengo muchas ganas. Mañana vamos a hacer Mother 3 hasta terminarlo. No sé si estoy lista, pero tendré que estarlo a la fuerza. I don't know if I'm ready for the end of Mother 3, but I will have to be. It's okay, I already cried yesterday with Grease. I have no tears left. I wasted all my tears in there. They were all spent yesterday. So, I'm definitely not gonna cry tomorrow. Totalmente no voy a llorar mañana con el Mother 3 porque gasté todas mis lágrimas ayer en Gris. Seré fuerte y seguro que no voy a llorar. Tendréis que llorar vosotros por mí. You'll have to cry for me. You'll have to cry my share tomorrow. Just kidding, I'm so ready to cry again. I'm always ready to cry with video games. If a game can make me cry, that's the best thing that it can do. I love when games make me cry. Me encanta cuando los juegos me hacen llorar. Así que en realidad estoy lista para mañana. La quinta medalla ya. ¿También son 8? Yo, Sharif! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Okay. I think I'm gonna add another shadow over here. Because the cloth kind of bends a little bit there. Nunca digas nunca. Ay, es que ya. Siempre hay que estar preparado para lo inesperado. Always gotta be ready for the unexpected. Okay. I think that's it for the shadows. We're almost done. Just need to paint some last lines. This one over here. This week we'll have finished 2 games, and I already have in mind what next 2 games we can play next week. Because once Mother 3 finishes, that means that I'm gonna have to choose another long game. And I think it's gonna be the one that got 2nd place in the poll that I did a while ago. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but it will take as long as it has to. It's gonna be RFL. Wait. Ah, here. Aquí está. Tomar las estrellas. Let's take the stars. Let's put them. Oh wait, I pasted the layer in the wrong place. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna have to copy paste it multiple times. De momento mi idea es jugar a Arafel. Y después de Arafel, el otro juego que quedó en la poll en 3er lugar. Pero de momento tendremos para bastante tiempo, yo creo. I think we'll have for quite a bit of time with Arafel. I love long RPGs. I wanna play so many more long RPGs. Long RPGs are fun. Let's add some more. Ocho medallas entre comillas. Más o menos. También echo de menos jugar juegos de Pokémon. Quiero jugar algún juego de Pokémon. There we go. That's one finished chimney. That would be... Where's the OC count? Here. 341. Let's go. Let's move on to the next one. It wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. I thought it would be a lot more of a pain. But not really. La verdad tiene sentido un juego de Pokémon con enemigos de Mario. No lo había pensado. porque también son muy criaturas. Al final, Mario también es un juego de criaturas. Criaturas en el sentido de animalitos y bichos y cosas. Scrimblobimblos. Mario in the end is also a creature game. If you think about it. The one creature game that hates me. ¿Quieres Pocopia? Pocopia se ve bien, pero hay un problema. Y se llama no tengo Switch 2. Ni Switch 2 ni Pocopia. Así que no va a haber Pocopia. Pero jugar uno de los juegos de Pokémon así tradicionales, la verdad me gustaría. Hace mucho que no juego ninguno. Algún día. Algún fangame me gustaría. What a mood. Bueno, lo mismo, la cantidad de RPG que he jugado, aunque me gusta la saga Dragon Quest. Mi favorito siempre será Chrono Trigger. Quiero jugar Chrono Trigger en algún momento. Y también Chrono Cross. He oído que Chrono Cross no es tan bueno como Chrono Trigger, pero es que he escuchado mucho la música de Chrono Cross. Así que ya solo por eso le tengo ganas. Una buena manera de hacerme querer jugar a un juego es escuchar la música de ese juego. A good way of making me play a game is showing me the music of that game, making me listen to the music of that game. I have sometimes wanted to play games just because I listen to the music a lot, and I have listened to the music of Chrono Cross a lot. I like it a lot. I really want to play it one day. And I know it's on Steam, both of them are on Steam, so maybe if I get the chance I will get them, and we can add them to our list of long games to play. And also Live Alive! I want to play Live Alive! There's also the remastered version on Steam. Está también la versión remaster de Live Alive en Steam. Lo tengo loco echado también. Me gustaría jugarlo algún día. Sí. Man, video games. Gotta love video games, am I right? That's the mood. No creo que es bastante medio que Chrono Trigger le gana en todo, en música, historia y jugabilidad. Pero es que la música de Chrono Cross igualmente también es muy bonita. No sé, le tengo cariño a la OST y ni siquiera he jugado el juego. En parte es porque me recuerda a la campaña de D&D que estuve jugando durante mucho tiempo. La acabé asociando mucho con la música de Chrono Cross. Así que eso también altera mi perspectiva. The Chrono Cross music, I ended up associating it a lot to the D&D campaign that I played for many years. So it kinda altered my bias. But Chrono Trigger does have very, very good music. I mean, Corridors of Time it's right there. It's hard to surpass that. However, Scar of Time. Scar of Time and the Girl Who Stole a Star from Chrono Cross. Those two songs, they do things to my brain. I listen to them and I visualize the D&D campaign that I played for 5 years and a half. And I cannot be attached to them. But I really want to play both of them. Maybe? If I were to play Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger, which one should I play first? Because here's the thing. If I play the better game first, am I gonna be disappointed on the second one? Or should I play the worst one first, to then be a lot more impressed with the better one? It might be better to play Chrono Cross first, so I'm not disappointed playing it afterwards, right? That's how I did with Tales of Berseria and Zestiria. I played Zestiria first, because it kinda, even though it happens afterwards in the timeline, I had heard that it was worse game-wise. And I think playing it first really made me enjoy Berseria a lot more afterwards. Me ocurrió también con los Tales of Berseria y Zestiria. Jugué primero Zestiria porque escuché que, aunque ocurre después en la timeline, está como peor como juego. Y siento que disfruté mucho más el Berseria habiendo jugado Zestiria primero. Se me hizo mucho mejor. Quizás es la mejor idea. Es como un tipo de secuela. Es una situación parecida a esos Tales of. Entonces quizá seguiré el orden recomendado, porque la gente que los haya jugado va a saber mejor que yo cuál es mejor jugar primero. People who have played it, who have played the Chrono games, they will know a lot more which one is best to play first. I will take note from the experts. Okay. Let's add a little bit here at the borders of the eye. Yo, Quincies! Welcome! So many frills! We're gonna have to paint so many frills! It's okay, I have been trained in the forges of Toho. I am used to drawing frills and painting them. He sido entrenada en los campos de batalla, en las forjas de Toho. He entrenado para esto, para dibujar y pintar volantes. Yeah, and horns too. At least the horns are very easy to shade. The frills, not so much. But it will be fine. La versión de DS tiene más contenido. Wait, what? ¿Hay versión de DS? ¿Está como remaster o es como un port? Porque sé que en Steam pusieron una versión, pero no sé cuál de ellas será. Some of the shadow inside the frills. Oh, true, I forgot we can now delete Focalor's reference. We don't need it. Here we go. One less layer in this mountain of layers. I have so many layers in this file. this a bit. And here. Con una fusión de Play 1, pero agregando más contenido para esa consola. Wait, ¿el original no tiene cinemáticas, imagino? Creo que no nos vamos a quedar sin juegos largos por jugar, eh. I think we're not gonna be left without long games to play. There's always gonna be more. Let's paint the shadows in here. Claro, estaba mucho más limitado. Hacer cinemáticas allí habría sido difícil. A ver... ¿Cómo más de arrugas aquí? Is that some more false here? Maybe a bit of shadow here. Instead of making this part lit up, you can shade it a little bit. Amigo, tantos RPGs y juegos por jugar y tan poco tiempo. Yeah, además RPGs largos. Hablando de RPGs largos, también quiero jugar al Trails. I wanna play Trails, which is also a very long RPG. I'm curious, how long is it in How Long to Beat? Let's check. Let's see, Trails of the Sky, How Long to Beat. What? Okay, the very first result kind of scared me. It said it will take you approximately 5 weeks to complete. I was like, it cannot be, but it says if you play for 1.5 hours. It was like, okay, then it's not 5 weeks long. That would be a little bit too much. So, main story, 14.5 hours more or less. That's not so bad, actually. That's not so bad. Yeah. Oh, all playstyles, leisure playthrough, 169 hours. Oh no. I think that might be how long it would take me. I always take my time with RPGs, you know. Maybe if I do some grinding off stream and side quests off stream and just do the main story on stream, it wouldn't take me that long, perhaps. It would end up being longer than Pain Monday. Not nice. Yeah, there's a 1 at the beginning. It's not nice. It could have been nice, but no. There was 100 hours extra. I really want to play it, and this one I think I've got it. So we could maybe add it to the list. I wonder what the longest game would be. kinda curious now. What's the longest game to beat? What is the longest game? Longest game ever in the world. Let's find out. How can we check that in how long to beat? Let's see. How can I see the ranking? I don't know how to use this website. Usually I just Google the title of the game and how long to beat and it shows me the game, but it's a little bit hard to like get a list ordered by length. What is the longest game to beat ever? Yo, music, welcome! What? Ads? I always try to disable the ads, but I guess it's because of the monetization. No! Be strong. At least now the ads should be over. Hopefully it should be over now. Come on, how do I see this? I want to know. It's gonna be in stats. So maybe all platforms for this year. I want the list. I want the list. I want the list. How long to beat? Show me the list of all the games in the world. Well, I guess we won't be able to see. I do get the Google summary, and it says Melbourne Idol is like the longest, with like 3,000 hours to 100% complete. That's a lot. That is a lot of hours. But that doesn't sound like a... Melbourne Idol. It sounds like an incremental game. Oh yeah, it's an incremental game, yeah. Of course it's so long, it's an incremental game. Cookie Clicker can be the longest game in the world and... Let's continue. Animal Crossing New Leaf with 469 hours completion is. Oh yeah, that's a lot. I guess if you consider like getting all the items in the game, but again, Animal Crossing is one of those games that you can play it forever because it has no end game. The end game is what you want it to be. You can just continue playing it forever. But I wonder about games with story, games with the like the longest stories. Path of Exile, Red Dead Redemption 2? Those did have stories, right? I think. I have never played them. Creo que jugar un RPG raro de Ranma de Super Nintendo en mi PS2. No sabía que había videojuegos, pero tiene sentido. I didn't know there were Ranma video games, but it makes sense. I think though the longest game that I have ever played, it's gotta be Final Fantasy XIV. But it's an online game, it does not count. The expansions themselves kinda count as like an entire Final Fantasy on their own, more or less. And they are not that long. Let's check though, how long to beat Final Fantasy XIV? Now I'm curious. Because I know I have like... I have a ton of hours in it. I have like probably over 1,000 hours or so. Oh, single player. From 98.5 hours to 3,341 hours. Yeah, it checks out. That checks out. Oh, it counts each patch separately. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I think the hair is gonna be a little bit more complicated to paint. Let's do it in another layer so we can erase things more easily. Man, now I wanna play video games. But I'm here in Pain Monday. Not that I'm complaining, but my brain is now thinking about video games. Wait, Mario 64 también, pero no puedo guardar la partida. Está maldito ese juego. Yo solo digo, Mario 64 está muy maldito. Hold on, I just heard the cat. Give me a second. I think the cats may have committed a crime in my room. I'll be right back. I'm back! Sorry about that. At least this time it was not on my bed. So, good news. Crisis averted. Cat crimes. Yo, Crumpets! Welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I had to go for a moment because a crime was committed in my room. My cats. I heard my cats commit crimes in my room. Okay, let's make the shadow color a little bit more blue. The shadows for green, they look pretty good in blue. And it fits with the water theme. It happens. Spring is here. The cats are like changing their coat. So they are shedding a lot more hair, and that also means hairballs. Yay! But let's talk about something less disgusting, okay? It was me who brought the topic up. Let's go. The hair is gonna be a little bit complicated to paint, I think. Let's do it. Extra color here. And over here. Question: if I have a gambling issue, can I call a hotline for gambling and have them help me choose my next gamble? Of course, because it's a hotline for gambling, so they will help you gamble, not get rid of your gambling. That makes sense. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't. You know, it's an idea. I don't know if it's a very good idea. She looks evil, nah. She's cute. She's very often, frequently found in the bathtub. Idia 4. 700 horas para 100%. Holy shit, eso es mucho. Yo, Valvarius, welcome! Nah, she's not so much of an airhead. She's more of a, like, quiet and a bit shy even. But also a little bit creepy at times. She seems cute and a bit meek. But maybe you should not trust her too much. But not necessarily evil. She just happens to not be too trusting. Not like Hexmaniac. Very different vibe. She's missing the Hex and the Maniac part, I think. Poco reído del FF4. ¿No era un poco más claro el suyo? Me suena que era un poco más claro el de Ridia. Pero no he jugado al 4, así que te creo. Pero también es verde. También es una chica verde. Es verdad, hablando de Fefe. Ahora que has mencionado Final Fantasy, has activado mi neurona. Y eso quiere decir dos cosas. Una, ¿sabéis que ahora Final Fantasy XIV tiene incluida también Shadowbringers en su free trial? Y podéis jugar gratis hasta nivel 80 sin límite de tiempo de juego. ¡Ya! Yeah. Todo el mundo tiene que saberlo. Did you know that now the free trial of Final Fantasy XIV also includes Shadowbringers? And you can play for free until level 80 with no limitation on playtime. You can now experience Speak. There is no excuse. Now the free trial of Final Fantasy XIV is like playing 5 Final Fantasies. Or 4. 4 Final Fantasies in one. For free, by the way. With no limitation on playtime. Remember, you can play as much as you want even if you reach the level cap. You just won't be able to level more, but you can level like up to 20 something classes? There's a bunch of classes and it's level 80 for each of them. Almost each of them. Some of them have lesser level caps, but you know what I mean. It's a lot. It's a lot of content. Really good game, by the way. And the other thing, yesterday I completely forgot to mention in my how to say this, in my emotional end of yesterday's stream, because Greece really hit me hard and I couldn't think of anything else when I finished it. But I forgot to tell you all that later yesterday I was on Lime's channel, we did a little collab and we played the newest patch of Final Fantasy XIV. That's the other thing. Also, I'm gonna put her link in the chat so you can all check her out. The stream of yesterday has big spoilers for the newest patch, but if you wanna check out the Lime, I really recommend it. Ayer estuve... se me olvidó decirlo porque cuando terminé mi stream Gris me dejó muy destruida. No podía pensar en nada más. Así que se me olvidó completamente mencionarlo, pero hicimos una pequeña collab ayer en el canal de Lime para jugar un nuevo parche de Final Fantasy XIV. Así que estuve allí. Se me olvidó mencionarlo, pero ahora ya lo sabéis. Así que recomiendo echarle un ojo al canal de Lime. ¿Tienes una clase favorita en Final Fantasy? Me gusta mucho Bardo. En Final Fantasy XIV mi main es Bardo. Me gusta mucho Bardo. Pero también es que desde siempre en MMO siempre juego las clases con arco. I've always really liked using bow classes in MMOs. I started playing MMOs with magic classes. I liked the mage classes at the beginning, but the MMO that I started playing, first of all, the mage class was always relegated to healer, and I didn't like that. So I ended up changing to a bow in the next MMOs that I played. Pretends to be shocked. Hehe, I love bows so much. Me gustan mucho los arcos. Porque también hay varias gente aquí que lo sabe porque lo he mencionado antes en el stream, pero yo hacía tiro al arco. There are people here in the stream that already know because I've mentioned it before in the past, but I used to do archery in real life. So I have a great affinity and preference for bows. I love bows so much. Me he probado bardo a veces, pero creo que es una de las que más me usé en Final Fantasy 3 junto a Geomante. Geomante es de esas clases que en el 14 la gente lleva tiempo pidiéndola, pero nunca la han puesto. Se han mencionado Geomancers, pero no existe como clase jugable. También me gusta mucho Dark Knight. Es mi tanque principal en el 14. Jeje. I also really like Dark Knight in 14. Big sword. Right side of good and neutral line characters are pure chaos and troublemakers. Not necessarily. It always depends on how you want to play the bard. Yomi Batman confirmed. Na 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 na. Yomi. I am a creature of the night after all. Oh, and now in 14, they added, in the last expansion, they added Pictomancer. It's super fun. Pictomancer is really fun. And of course, I am an artist, so I like Pictomancer, of course. Classic artist behavior. She says while streaming at 7 p.m. But here it's not 7 p.m. Here it's 10 p.m. 10:36 p.m. Oh, side crashed! What the hell? No! No! No, please let me tell me that it's saved. Please tell me that it got saved, please. I had just saved. Oh, okay, it got saved. Crisis averted. Don't talk to yourself. All of Spain has the same time zone. Everyone knows that I'm from Spain. Maybe it was revealing the time that it is here that made Sai crash all of a sudden. It's all fine. It's all fine. We have recovered. I think it was that I was saving at the same time that I touched the screen, and Sai kinda explodes if you do that. Because if it's saving, it kinda only wants to save. It doesn't want to do anything else. If you touch the screen or click anything while it's saving, it explodes, and that's what happened. Now we're all going directly to Yomi's house. Oh no, I don't know if I have enough food for everyone. Can maybe make chalky milk for everyone. Little heart attack. Good thing that I saved. ¿Tu enemigo es el bromas, el risas o el guasón? No sé, los tres me dan muy mala espina. Casi como si fueran el mismo. I will have one chicken nugget. I'm gonna fry like an entire bag of chicken nuggets, so everyone can have one chicken nugget. I will get all the other leftover chicken nuggets. Okay. Y el Sai atacó en la distracción del Fefe. Me he acostumbrado a llamarlo Fefe porque son dos Fs y suena gracioso llamarlo el Fefe. Ahora ya no puedo no llamarlo el Fefe. Fefe. My parents used to call it FF because it's two Fs. Okay, let's paint the flowers. I think just with some gradient in the middle, it will be fine. Ay, hay un Final Fantasy al que le tengo bastante curiosidad, porque no escucho mucho hablar a menudo de ese Final Fantasy. Es el Crystal Chronicles. Tiene muy buena música, pero casi nunca oigo a nadie hablar de ese juego. There's one Final Fantasy that I'm very curious about, because again, it's another game that I heard the music of and I really liked it. So I really want to check it out one day. It's Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. It has very good music. Super good music. Bring a big wheel of cheese and leave it at Yomi's. That is so evil. That is so evil. It's okay. My dad likes cheese. I would give the cheese to my dad. He would enjoy it. Don't worry. Any cheese in this house doesn't go to waste. But I will not be the one eating it. Ya es muy poco conocido al parecer. Sé que tiene un sistema de combate muy extraño. Al menos eso he oído. Y sé que es en una versión de móvil. No sé. I know it has a very weird battle system from what I've heard. And they made a mobile version, I think. Okay, definitely this chibi is gonna take a little bit more of time than the previous. Maybe we'll be able to do only 3 today. But 3 is a pretty good number. The last chibis aren't gonna be that difficult after all. Okay. ¿Qué más queda? En la boca un poco. A little bit here in the mouth. And then here at this green. Actually, it looks very green, but when I select it, this is actually very dark cyan. Like if I make it lighter, this is a brighter version of this color. It changes so much. Parece verde, pero en realidad es cian muy oscuro. Curioso. La teoría del color es verdaderamente desconcertante a veces. Color theory sometimes it's pretty surprising. It's Miko shade! Oh my god, it's true because it's between blue and green. Although I've always seen her hair more blue than green. Whenever I hear people say it's green, it's like, wait, but it's blue. To me, it's super blue. Mira, el Tactics Advance 2. Tengo curiosidad por los de... los que tienen que ver con el setting del 12 del Tactics. Y también me encantaría ver cosas del 11, pero es otro MMO. I would love to see more stuff from Final Fantasy XI, but it's another MMO. And I think it's PlayStation exclusive, so... pretty impossible. But there was a collab with Granblue Fantasy a long time ago. Like, they made a Final Fantasy XI event in Granblue. And then, now in 14, there's an entire raid series based on Final Fantasy XI. And it's very, come play Final Fantasy XI. So now I'm like, man, I wish I could! If it wasn't an MMO that is PlayStation exclusive, I would love to. Yeah, it depends on the artist. It is quite teal, that is, I agree. And Indian teal is like an in-between. Man, I wanna see more of Final Fantasy XI. It looks really cool. So many games, and so few computer space, and no PlayStation. Okay, we're mostly done with the shadows. Let's go. Maybe we could add some shadows in here. So at least so this part doesn't look too flat. Make it green. Okay. Finally, it's time to paint the lines. Al fin hay que pintar las líneas. La única play que tengo es la 2, ya me es suficiente. La única razón que vería para tener una play es Tekken 8. Al menos lo importante es que nunca te vas a quedar sin juegos por jugar, eso seguro. Que no te convenzan de comprar una consola solo por un juego. Que eso está muy feo por parte de las empresas. Don't let them convince you to buy an entire console just for one game. That's an evil strategy used by corporations to sell you things. Vamos a pintar todo de este color primero. Let's paint all the stuff from this color first. Sí, si está en PC, siempre mejor jugarlo en PC. Yo lo que necesito algún día es un mando. Sé que lo digo siempre, pero algún día conseguiré un mando. Someday I'll get a controller. I know I keep saying that all the time, but someday I'll get a controller. Oh wait, that's shadow color. There we go. Okay. Next thing. So mine is over here. I am torn between wanting to play games and wanting to make games. One day I need to get a clone machine so I can do both things at the same time. And also draw at the same time. I need to make so many clones. Cómprate el taco. Hoy he comido tacos, es cierto. Hoy comí tacos. Estaban muy ricos. Today I had tacos. They were so good. Need to become octopus. The right kind of taco. Por poco es tan importante un mando a su tiempo, la verdad. Siento que muchos juegos serían más cómodos con mando. El Ocarina of Time, por ejemplo. Estoy ya convencida de que jugarlo en teclado es muy miserable. Me parece una tortura. Definitivamente en un mando es mucho mejor para mí. Bye bye, Quinchis. Good luck with work. Thank you so much for coming. I'll do my best. Today we're finishing this one and the next one. Estaban muy ricos los tacos de hoy. Hacía mucho que no comía tacos. Y además tenían cebolla encurtida. Está tan rica la cebolla encurtida. No sé cómo se dice encurtida en inglés, ahora que lo pienso. Let me Google it. Encurtidation? Yeah, totally. It has to be like that. Pickled. Wait, it's pickled? Can't be. That can't be. It can't be pickled. Encurtido can't be pickled. Oh, it is pickled. That's kind of cursed to find out. Anyway, the tacos that I had today had pickled onions, and they were so good. I love pickled onions. Even though calling them pickled feels wrong because it makes me think of pickles, and I do not like pickles. I turned the onions into pickles. Funniest shit I've ever seen. It makes me think of that, and it's horrible. It's very cursed. Wow, pickled onions. Every onion lover should try pickled onions. I forgot some shadows here. Whoops. Let's make it a bit more orange. I'm thinking now about Pokemon. And I haven't played the newest two mainline games. I have yet to play Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. Well, one of each. I wouldn't play both. I wouldn't play both versions of the same game because it's the same game with different versions. I wanna play both of them. Yomi. No pickles, but also onions. Yes, I love onions. Pickled onions. Pickled onions, so good. Pickled onions implies the existence of onion pickles? If it was onion cucumbers, I would take that. But onion pickles, I don't know if that's gonna make it any better. God, like, why pickles? It's literally making a cucumber worse. Why would you make a cucumber, a perfectly good cucumber, bad? Why? Cucumbers are for salad. Like raw cucumber, you cut it in slices, I mean, you put it in a salad and it's perfectly delicious. You don't have to put it in vinegar and make it shrivel and turn it into a sour, crunchy, weird thing. It doesn't even look appetizing. Jugando todos hasta Pokémon X, por eso empezar Pokémon Blanco y Negro. Es muy bueno el Pokémon Blanco y Negro. Yo jugué hasta XY. Jugué el Y, concretamente. No, espera. Jugué hasta el Moon. Jugué hasta Pokémon Moon. I played until Pokémon Moon. I didn't get to play Ultra Moon or Ultra Sun, but I did get to play Pokémon Moon. I enjoyed it, even if it did feel a bit incomplete. I did like it. I miss Pokemon. Pokemon is one of those games and franchises that is always in the back of my mind on one way or another. I was a big fan years ago. It's one of those things that you never really stop liking. One thing I'd like to do is sometime continue reading the Pokemon manga though. Pokemon Special is really good. At least until what I read, I enjoyed it a lot. But I kinda stopped reading it years ago. I don't remember much about where I left it. I think around Platinum or Diamond and Pearl. That's the last thing that I remember of it. Spinning lines in here. Difference isn't much, but at least it helps differentiate different parts. Siempre ando con la necesidad de capturar todo Pokémon que me encuentre, incluso si tiene 1% por probabilidad de que salga, todos los legendarios incluidos. Es que, a ver, completar la Pokédex es muy necesario. Para complete the Pokédex. The slogan is literally, gotta catch them all. You gotta catch them all. It is really necessary. I think I have never completed a Pokédex, but I think I almost completed the one in Moon. I was pretty close to it, I think. Yo, Comorador, welcome! How's it going? Rumors say that a certain artist ghost has about 4k characters, but she's only really showing off her top 10% designs in streams. Ooh, nah, that's fake rumors. Those are fake rumors, yeah. Do not trust what the voices say. There's a lot of fake info out there. I totally would not be keeping designs secret at all. Just to make this challenge shorter. No. Oh, OBS died for a moment. Anyway, no artist would do that at all, yeah. I was silenced for a moment by OBS for saying the truth. See, that's proof. That's proof that the rumors are lying. If I had to count all the designs that I've ever made though, all the OCs that I have made along the way, pretty sure I would have more than 1,000 though. Kinda scary to think about. Wow. Okay, let's let this save. I'm gonna paint this one light. There we go. Scientist, you can only hold about 150 people in your head. Hold my spectral mojito. That's baby numbers. That's rookie numbers. 150? Watch me. I can hold that and more. 3 times that minimum. And even more. I've thought about checking out my old art to locate all those designs I've ever made, just for the fun of it. But I know that would end up badly. I know that would end up with me thinking about bringing back some of those characters someday. And that tempts me to make another list. That's another thing that cannot be allowed. Because they would spend a lot of time in that. Because when I start making a list, nothing can stop me. I would spend an entire night, hours and hours, writing down all of them. And for what? Just for fun. I would do it just for fun. I cannot be allowed to do that. Original character design OCD. Oh no. Oh no. You might be right. Okay, let's get the last shadows that we need to make. And we're almost done with this one. Let's go. The part is almost finished. It's standing there. I love making lists. You guys know that I love making lists for no reason. When people were in class, like, sending notes to each other to talk during the lessons, I would make lists for fun. That's what I would do. And even nowadays, sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a spreadsheet of something that I need or that I want to have, like tracking all the talents of my Genshin Impact characters, just because. I would make a list of all my characters that I have ever had. And then I would want to bring some of them back, which is something that truly cannot be allowed. The list would increase again. That's dangerous. Maybe we are gonna find out the limit of how many people a brain can hold. I'm gonna start like forgetting people from real life just to remember OCs at this point. Sí, al menos es divertido, al menos me lo paso bien haciendo listas. Pero es que me toma mucho tiempo. Y sé que cuando estoy haciendo listas me da igual gastar ese tiempo porque me lo estoy pasando bien haciendo la lista. Pero podría estar haciendo otras cosas. Podría estar haciendo mis juegos, podría estar dibujando, pero no, me paso horas haciendo listas. Soy muy normal a veces. I could be spending time working on my games, or drawing, or doing things that I want to do. But I would instead be spending time making an entire list. And the worst part is, I would enjoy it. I would not even mind wasting that time, because I would be enjoying making a list. What is wrong with me? Soy la menos neurodivergente, sí, ¿eh? I'm the least neurodivergent. Okay, I think that's basically done. All that we need to do now is put the stars over there. Hehe, me too, Zeren. We are together in neurodivergence. Yeah, I really like how she turned out. I like that the mouth is purple. I like that detail. Makes her look a little bit like less humanoid, less human, a bit more fish. She's fish after all. Yeah, let's now copy paste it. Oh, accidentally divided those stars. Let's put this one here. The notes are gonna have the stars. Because her gift is her voice. There we go. That's another chili finished. Let's go. Save. I'm gonna let Sai save. And I'm gonna stretch since I'm at it. I'm not gonna touch anything in the screen so Sai doesn't collapse again. Oh, my back. I can feel my arms being kinda stiff. But remember to stretch. Important when drawing. So, I think the next two designs are actually pretty simple. Maybe we can finish both of them in the end. That would be nice. 342. Let's continue. I'm gonna start thinking about doing my homework because there's still some designs from the next page that I haven't done yet. Josefina Garcefina, ¡Yoho Nirwanda! ¿Qué tal? Garcefina suena un poco a Garfield, me hace gracia. Y estiramiento es muy necesario. Si no me voy a volver VTuber gamba. I'm gonna turn stream VTuber if I don't stretch. Let's go! Next one! Hidratación, ya buena idea. Estiramiento e hidratación, las dos cosas más esenciales. Hydration and stretching, very important. Maybe looking at all designs that I could reuse could help. And also finding the sketches that I know I have of those characters. Wait a second, did I forget to paint something? Oh no. I thought that maybe I had forgotten to paint part of the fan, but no. Garfield Card 2 Moises. Ah, bueno. Pensaba que ese era el título del juego. Pensé que era el título del juego. Me imaginé a Garfield partiendo el mar en dos. Para hacer una carrera de karts. Va durísimo. Increíble. Moisés está en la franquicia Beyblade. Es verdad que partió el mar con un Beyblade. Cierto. Es muy cierto eso. I thought it was the title of the game for a moment. That Moises was part of the title of the Garfield game, and I imagined Garfield parting the sea to do a kart race. ¡Hiciste colaboración con Garfield! ¡Wow! ¡Qué honor! ¡Qué honor para Garfield! Por supuesto. Vamos a poner sombra aquí. Let's do a bit of shadow here. The bonnet is kind of weird from this perspective, but I think it's kind of understandable, the shape, right? I think it is. And here are the eyes. Let's also add a little bit of blush, I think. Gonna blur it quite a bit. She's super cute. You wouldn't think that when she's in like her demon form. Because she always wears like a big armor. She looks so different. She could be cute in the armor though too. One thing doesn't erase the other. She can still be cute in a big armor, but she looks so different. También se puede ver adorable en la armadura, pero así se ve súper diferente. I need to design her armor one day. I'm not very good at designing armor, so that's why I have procrastinated that for so long. But we are all about Gapmoe in this house. We love Gapmoe. Gapmoe is God. En esta casa nos gusta el Gapmoe. Gapmoe de Garfield. Claro, porque es el lunes de dolor. Tiene sentido. Of course this is all about Garfield. It's Pain Monday after all. Man, now I was just thinking, wow, I haven't eaten lasagna in so long. Maybe we should turn this even more into Garfield theme and make some lasagna. I want lasagna now. Por eso odiaba los lunes, porque había lunes de dolor. Tiene mucho sentido. ¡Chocolasaña! He probado el tomate con chocolate y ni tan mal. Pero lo probé en chocopasta. Tú nos lleva a Garfield, ya. Es verdad. ¿Será porque hay tantos gatos aquí en esta casa también? It might be because there's a lot of cats here in this house. Salud. Speaking of cats, one of them just sneezed. Let's see. Let's add a bit of shadow from the bonnet. Un día quiero probar más chocopasta. Al final tiene que ser como... Es como pan con chocolate, no es tan diferente. Es pan con chocolate con otra forma. She's watching from on top of the furniture. Demi. Hola, Demi. I think she's gonna come here. She's getting down from the furniture. It's because I called her. Come here, Demi. Come here. Ven aquí. Hola, señorita. There she is. Hello, Demi. That's a bicho. Loca. She's so cute. I would tell her to say hello, but she never meows. She's super quiet. she does meow. And she sounds like a squeaky toy. Come here. I have acquired cat. He adquirido una gata. You are so cute. Did you know that? ¿Sabías eso? ¿Sabías que eres muy adorable? She's purring. I don't know if you can hear her in the microphone, but... Equip the cat in your consumable slot! No! I have to make a soup first. She belongs in soup. Yeah. She doesn't belong in soup. You're so cute, baby. You're such baby. Don't bite me. I'm petting you. You don't have to bite me. Los videos sí maullan bastante, sobre todo en la noche. No te dejan dormir. Los míos se pasan el día durmiendo. Y luego cuando me tengo que ir a dormir, que es por la mañana, se despiertan y empiezan a correr de un lado a otro. ¿Qué pasa, señorita? Ella no, ella se porta muy bien. Esta es la que mejor se porta. This cat is the best behaved one of my cats. She always behaves very well, except when she bites me. You're so cute! Your ears are so tiny! You're so small. You're such a small creature. Just chiquita. Okay, but you have to let me draw. Tienes que dejarme dibujar, señorita. Dibujar con un gato encima es un poco contraproducente. ¿Qué pasa? Cute. If I can approach the mic. Oh, did it stop working for a moment? That one was very loud. I think you might have heard it. You're so cute! You're so cute! I can't draw like these. No puedo dibujar así. Está súper pidiendo mi mimito. She's requesting all the haircuts. Salud. Salud. Achos. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, she left. Se fue a una silla. Can draw again. Let's add the lighting. Maybe another layer on top. Encontré un color alternativo para un sprite sobre el archivo principal. ¡No! Al menos si es pixel art, quizá no cuesta tanto reemplazarlo. Pero uff, qué duro. Ojalá que puedas arreglarlo bien. There we go. Here the hat. Let's make a bit more shadow. More gray shadow. Here. You can even add a bit of decoration here in the inside. Or maybe not. I think it would be nice to add it, but then I would have to add it to also the fan and the border of the dress. I guess you can do that. Let's shade the gray over here. Some waviness to it. Then we'll shade the dress underneath. There we go. And then I think it's only the pink part of the dress, and then the darker part, the coat. Let's do this too. Oh yeah, and the fan also needs this. Oh, the eyes are also left. Me faltan los ojos. Maybe also another color of shadow now that I think about it. And here at the inside. Here. Okay, let's do the eyes. The eyes don't need lights this time. She doesn't have them in the other chibi, so we're gonna keep them the same. Me acuerdo cuando mencionaste la música de Chrono Cross, me hizo recordar la música de Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. No he escuchado tanto la música de Kingdom Hearts, pero sé que le gusta bastante a la gente. I haven't heard the music of Kingdom Hearts that much, But I know that people really like it a lot. One day I'll experience the Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is light or something like that. Something darkness. That's all that I know. Sé que he escuchado algunas de las que tienen voz, pero tomo nota. Voy a hacer esto un poco más ruso. Let's add some shadow in here. Rage Awaken, ¿sabes qué? Me las apunto en escrito porque así seguro que no se me olvidan. A ver. Ahí está, apuntadas. I wrote them down. This way I won't forget. Mi música favorita es el tema de Yomi. Lástima que hoy tengamos otra. Ya volverá el tema de Yomi. Había que variar un poquito para que no sea todo el rato pic. Tiene que haber altibajos. Si no, el pic no puede ser pic. Si todo es pic, nada es pic. If everything is pic, nothing can be pic. Yomi's team will come back at some point. Sí, mejor solo la música. Es verdad. Mejor evitar spoilers. Ok, solo queda una sombra más oscura. Oh my god, darkness! It's darkness time! All that's left is the darkest shadow. That's so edgy. Oh wait, not yet. What's missing here? Okay, now this is gonna be a little bit difficult. I need to paint looking at my other screen so I can see what I'm painting. Because otherwise it's kinda hard to tell. Shadows of Yomi! Oh my god, va durísimo. That goes so hard. Shadows of Yomi. The shadows that Yomi is painting. Yomi's shadows. The shadows of Yomi. Those shadows. Okay. Let's add a bit more over here. Yomi but with black and red streaks, uses rollerblades and a gun. Oh my god, is that Shadow the Yomi? I thought it would be Yomik the hedgehog, but no, seems like that was wrong. Oh, I was painting on the wrong layer. Oops. Jeez. Over here. Salud. Another cat sneezed. Salud. Achos. Salud. ¿Qué te pasa? Oye, señorita. It's really funny when cats do these tiny sneezes. What's up? Oh, she's back here. She wants headbuds again. What's up? Baby. You're a baby. Okay, Tammy, you need to let me finish this. Shadow should go like this. And I think that's mostly all the shadows. All that's left is to paint the lines. Let's go. I can feel Temi hitting my chair. She's headbutting my chair, and that's what she does whenever she wants me to pick her up. She's like, come on, pay me attention. I'm here. What's up? What's up, Demi? Come here. Come here. If you don't let me pick you up, I can't pet you. If you go under the table, I can pet you. Come here. She's like dodging me whenever I try to pick her up, but also looking at me like, yes, you should pet me right now. Come here. Come here. Deja de esquivarme, señora. La tengo. I got her. I have acquired cat again. Don't bite me, okay? Mis gatos son muy raros. My cats are super weird. Este además se comporta muy raro. A veces parece un pajarito. This one behaves really weird. She sometimes behaves like a bird. She looks like you like a bird. Dios mío, simplemente me persigo si estoy sentado, salta hacia mí. Ya ni pregunta. Ese gato ya ni pregunta. Es como, yes, mimitos, ahora. A mí me muerden. Esta y su hermana, una de sus hermanas, me muerden. Me piden mimitos a base de violencia. Quipsack could cut your grenade slot. No! It's the same cat though, it's the same cat. the others are all in my room just chilling. She's always apart from them. There's always the other 3 cats together and she's always like here separate. She doesn't like being with the other cats for some reason. But sometimes she is. Sometimes she is with the others. But most of the time she's like separate from them. I keep thinking that could it be like a designated scout situation? When there's a lot of cats together, do they always send one of them away from the group to watch for danger or something? Because my cats do that all the time. Even when there were more cats, they would always be most of them together except one. There would always be one cat apart from the others. And I keep thinking if it might be that. They designate a scout. Maybe she's the designated scout, or maybe she just doesn't like cats. Cat getting bullied by the others. No! My baby, are you getting bullied by the others? It's gotta be Lide. Don't listen to her, Demi. You're so cute. You're so cute. She's adorable. Usually they do get along. Mostly it's the other 2 sisters that fight all the time. This one is so chill. But the other 2 keep fighting all the time. One of them is bully. She always tries to bother the others. Yo, Louise! Welcome! Just 80 chips left! Yeah, very soon! Very soon it's only gonna be 80! After this one. We're almost done with it. No cat is chill, only chunky or lazy. That is true. There's only 2 kinds of cat. Chunky or lazy, or both. It's cat behavior, cat lifestyle. All of my cats are lazy, and one of them is super chunky. Big Changus is super chunky. Cat job classes! Oh my god! That reminds me! I don't know if you guys have ever seen that video from Brian David Gilbert about calculating your pet's HP. There was a part of that video that was about deciding what class your pet is, because depending on their personality they would be a different class, and so they would have different amount of HP. I remember back then, I figured out what classes my cats would be. Like for example, I know Changus, Big Changus. Chang would be a cleric. He's very healing. He's so cute. Lida would be a rogue, because she's a little gremlin. And you never know when she's gonna try to get into my drawers. And then Timmy kinda gives me... What would she be? Tell me, what would you be? You're so cute. I don't know what you would be, but you're adorable. You're so tiny. Lita, I guess she's kinda spellcaster. She's a bit of a mage. But she also has rogue behavior sometimes. Wait, no! Temi is a warlock. Temi is definitely a warlock. Because she used to be possessed. She used to be possessed years ago. I had to bring her to the exorcist. So she has a big connection to the spirits. The spirits and demons or whatever. Categorizando los gatos por clases como si fueran eugenics. Es muy gracioso. Y de alguna manera tiene sentido. La gata que tengo aquí cerca ahora mismo, Temi, fue poseída por Satanás durante mucho tiempo. Quizá pensáis que exagero, pero si hubieras escuchado cómo maullaba de pequeña, creo que pensaríais lo mismo que yo. Estaba poseída por Satanás. Por eso la llamábamos Gatanás. Ahora solo es Temi. Ahora ya no está poseída. Y es muy adorable y muy calladita. ¿Qué pasa? Mi niña. She used to meow so loud when she was a baby. She was so loud. Like you cannot imagine how loud she was. She was truly possessed by something wicked and twisted. You're so cute. And after the exorcism, as in bringing her to the vet for neutering, she has always been super quiet. It literally changed her so much. She stopped meowing that loud and became super quiet. She's so cute. Salud! Salud! Achus, achus. She was possessed by the spirit of the application formerly known as Twitter. That's why she was so loud. Por eso maullaba tan alto. No exagero, de verdad, era insoportable. Me daba dolor de cabeza cómo maullaba. No exagero. Maullaba así de meo, meo, continuamente todo el día. A volúmenes altísimos. Nunca antes un gato había maullado tan alto. Never before had a cat meowed so loud as she used to. She would go meow, meow at full volume, all day. And then after bringing her to the vet, she became so quiet. Let's see. Let's add a bit of red here at the eyes. And I think that will be all for today after this. Yo, Alexander, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! We're almost done for today, but there's still a little bit more to go. Still have to paint some things. Whoa! You scared me! Look at me! She jumped from the furniture and almost knocked over something. My notebook. All that's left is the lines here in the dress. Yo, Theo, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! Speaking of pickle, today I had pickled onions. They were so good, I have to mention it again. Pickled onions, peak. Putting the peak in pickle. even if it's not written the same. It was speak to me. Let's fix these lines a tiny bit. Pico rico. Rico estaba. La cebolla estaba muy rica. Los tacos estaban súper ricos. The tacos were so good. I had tacos today with pickled onions. And they were so good. Yeah, 342! Even though I ended up removing some OCs from the list not long ago, but they were all OCs that already had chibis done, so the chibis that are still remaining to be done have not changed at all. It's still the same ones. I want to clean up the list a little bit, because there were some more designs that I wasn't gonna use for anything, characters that were just designs with names, characters that I fused with other characters that were very similar, because, you know, quality over quantity. Nah, but the final amount that I have to make is still the same. My volume of work has not changed. It's just for the sake of having better quality of characters, because I prefer to develop the ones that I'm really gonna use for stories more than having too many of them. It's hard sometimes to change them because I'm so used to seeing them a certain way, seeing them with a certain design or with a certain story or with like related to other certain characters. So changing that sometimes it feels a bit wrong. It's like, no, this has been like this for a long time, I cannot change it. But then I realized that they are literally dolls living in my head and I can do whatever I want. So I'm doing my best to improve what I can for the sake of the quality of my stories and characters. I think it was for the best. All the characters that are important are still in the list and they are not gonna go anywhere, so as long as those are still here, we'll be fine. But yeah, the amount of OCs that I have to make in the challenge, it's still the same. Everyone I removed already had chibis done. Okay, I think that's it for this. Maybe I'm gonna paint her lips a little bit more. There we go. Are we still on the list? Are you still on the list? I don't know, maybe you can check. By the way, I didn't post it here today, but for those who haven't seen it, I made a little gallery for all these chibis. You can now see the gallery of all the finished characters in here. Ahora se puede ver la galería con todos los chibis terminados aquí en esta página. Ahí están todos los que he hecho hasta ahora y también hay huecos para los que aún tengo que hacer. There's all the chibis that I have done so far, and there's spots for all the ones that are missing. Yo por qué no estoy. ¿Quién sabe? Quizás citas, quizá en otra lista. La lista de espectros. OC's missing! We're gonna find them along the challenge. Every OC that we finish in this challenge is an OC found. We're gonna find them all. We're gonna turn them all into chibis. Chibify. And also they are divided in lists, so it's a bit more practical to see them all. Okay, that's it for Sabnot. Let's delete reference because we don't need this anymore. And that's it. We have finished 3 characters today. Let me fix the shadow in here a bit more. Oh wait, I'm missing something actually. I don't want to forget. Gotta add the status. take this, take the stars. I'm gonna put the stars here in the fan. And put it here so it's visible. Okay, we're gonna put some more visible stars. Select the fun. There we go. Maybe some more. Maybe we can add some more stars. Nice. Okay, I think that's it for today. I think this will be all. Next day, I wonder if I can finish all the remaining characters of this page next day. I need to do my homework though, otherwise we're gonna reach the next page and there's still gonna be some characters without design references. I hope that by then I will have those references ready. Page 2 Emra has no image. That's true, because Emra was actually in another list. They were in the fandom list, specifically in the Granblue Fantasy D&D NPCs. And I removed some characters from the main list and I moved Emra there. So that's why they don't have an image yet. But if you check the info link, they have a designed list. So at least the homework there is done. When I finish this list, the Artscoletia list, and I start the fandom list, I'm gonna start with Emra. So I can get their chibi done and complete that poor unfinished chibi. The missing chibi that they should have in the main list. It's because of the reordering of characters between one list and another, so it happens. Because when there's an empty spot, you gotta fill it with something. Otro que quiero jugar es el primer Mother. Oye, el Mother Encore lo tengo pendiente también cuando lo saquen. Porque como he jugado el 2 y el 3 también, le tenía curiosidad al 1. Pero quiero jugar el Mother Encore. Porque tiene muy buena pinta. Yep. Así que seguramente cuando lo juegue será el Mother Encore, a ser posible. Tengo ganas también. Me lo he pasado muy bien jugando los modereando. So, speaking of Mother, tomorrow I'll see you for Mother 3. We're gonna go until the end. Tomorrow we're gonna get to the end, maybe cry. We'll see what happens. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but we're very, very, very close to the end, so I'm gonna be ready. So, for today this will be all. Oh, wait guys, there's still something missing. 343. Just so, we have only 80 characters left now. Only 80 characters left. Oh my god, that's less and less every time. Once I finish another one, it's gonna be 79. The decimals, no decimals, what's the word? The digits? The tens number, let's just call it the tens number. It keeps getting smaller and smaller. It's kind of scary. Pain Monday is on its less than its last 100 characters, and that's wild. That feels so surreal right now after all this time. It's really exciting at the same time. So, for now, we're gonna leave it here for today. Por ahora lo dejamos aquí por hoy. Próximo día intentaré terminar los que pueda. Con suerte serán todos, veremos. Pero por ahora esto será todo. For now this will be all. But next day I'm gonna try to finish as many as I can. Hopefully I can finish the entire bottom row perhaps. And sharks also. I'll try to finish everyone in here. And if not, there's always gonna be more pain Mondays. So, for now, thank you so much for accompanying me today. I'll see you with Mother 3 tomorrow. Muchas gracias por acompañarme hoy. Nos vemos mañana con Mother 3. Que vaya bien y hasta la próxima. No, Stig, thank you so much for coming. Okay, Matien, bye. Bye. Take care and I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.